Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So this will be the top IPPONS for NEWAZA at the Tokyo Grand Slam. Obviously there were a lot more NEWAZA IPPONS than what's in this video, but I just wanted to include some interesting ones, like this one here, a choke from bottom. Now I think this one is called a kata juji jime, but you guys might want to correct me on that. The NEWAZA terms are not the best. And his opponent goes out here, a bit unfortunate, but I mean you really see this getting choked out from the bottom. So this wouldn't be a top IPPONS NEWAZA video without Tsunoda just dominating all of her matches with the NEWAZA. And the craziest thing about all of this is people know it's coming. And she has these great sacrifice throws, a really interesting tomoe where she uses both legs. But she always gets people down to the mat and then just locks in these jujigatames. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So here's another one. Watch her get it down to the mat. There's the tomoe. And she is attempting to actually get a throw here and then turns into the armbar as she does it. So sometimes they'll be quick to give a shido if people just drop down and they don't actually look for a sacrifice throw. This one here, I mean, that's pretty borderline. But Tsunoda, she's always so aggressive on the ground, it's hard to just kind of stop the progression and say mate, get up, because you know by the time the ref thinks about it she's already halfway into locking up a jujigatame. So I did include some nice transitions from Tachiwaza into NEWAZA in this video here. Here's Smetov, I mean still a veteran on the mats, doing great things. Look at this, defends the tomoe beautifully and then finds a way into a juji. Now what do you guys like? Do you like what Smetov does here? Having a shin against the torso and then a leg across the face? Or do you guys like what I do, which is one leg over the face and the other leg over the body, over the chest? I'm not sure why I prefer that way, maybe because I've got long legs, but it just seems kind of easier for me to get into. This position here, this is how I prefer it. Two legs across the chest. I mean, sometimes it's just positioning, sometimes you can't get that leg over the chest and things just happen as they do. Now Morao, he had a really nice transition here. Here's the Osotogari, and then watch the transition. So this first part here, I'm not sure what Morao was looking for, a turnover, but then the leg position was a bit awkward. So he resets, and then his opponent postures up, and using that kind of movement of posturing up, he just rolls into this beautiful kind of sankaku turnover. And this here, we've all seen this kind of pin before, but the transition, the rollover, I'm not sure if it's got a name, but it is very, very beautiful. And I've seen him do it before in competition. Never actually quite got it, but at the Tokyo Grand Slam managed to get a beautiful ippon with it. Here's another transition here by Clerget from France. And this is a really nice one. A little bit similar to the Morao one. Kind of locks up a sankaku, but instead of going for the pin, ends up getting a submission here. And you can see him tightening the ankle behind his knee. And that's going to be key to getting the submission as he rolls over. I mean, it's so tight. Just that added pressure of being on top. Now this is Goncalves from Brazil. And I know, sorry, I'm saying his name wrong again. I've forgotten how to say it correctly. But this here, traditional kind of BJJ rollover. Getting the seatbelt. I mean, obviously, he's training a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because that turnover, classic BJJ turnover with the seatbelt. And then the transition into the armbar. I really like this one here from Karpelik. I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't see more of him on the day. And just see that, go back and have a look at the way he broke that grip off. Used his shoulder to kind of leverage on the back of his opponent. And watch this here, he does this all the time. But watch him stand. A lot of people, they'll put the top of their ankle on their person's thigh and push off like that, but Karpelik just stands on it. He just gets the base of his foot, stands on your thigh, and I mean when you think about it, he's basically squatting his way out of the position. There's no way you're going to be stronger than his leg pushing on your thigh like that. And Karpelik, I hope he does some sort of NEWAZA seminar or NEWAZA DVD or something at some point, because he has incredible NEWAZA. This one here, nice transition by Nagayama into the Juji. And here we've got a transition from Bashaev. Seoinage gets a wazari. And then does well to keep the big man on the mat, stopping him from rolling over into the kesagatame. And it's always good to see in judo, you know, these kind of tachiwaza transitions. Here was an uchimata, and then just jumping on the opportunity to get a turnover and into the NEWAZA. And this is some complicated stuff by Takaichi. So she's getting the pass, and then she transitions into a totally different turnover on the ground. And look at this. Wraps up the legs, secures the upper body. Going around the face a little bit, but I think she does have a grip on the gi, so it is okay. Next up, my man Saito. And known for his throws, but he is from Kokushikan, and Kokushikan has really good NEWAZA. Although I would say that Saito is much better in the top position than turtling or, you know, just being on the bottom. I will show you guys after this little clip here of him losing to Kim. And it was a nice NEWAZA sequence, nice kind of transition from Kim. So here it is now. And you can see the size difference. Saito the much bigger man, but Kim, a little bit of speed. And as I was saying, I'm pretty sure Saito, he hasn't kind of felt this top pressure a lot in Japan. There's not a lot of guys as big as him that can put him in these positions and hold him like this. And look at this kesagatame from Kim. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best grips. Saito, I think he probably could have done a lot more in that position. Used a bit more leverage on the face, maybe pushing against the face with the forearms, but for whatever reason, Kim held him down. Maybe Saito just has a few problems in those sorts of positions. Now this one, I mean, it does look a little bit like brute strength, but watch Saito control the elbow of his opponent. Just stops it from kind of rolling in that direction. It's that control on that elbow, using the thigh against the elbow. And that's just great body position by Saito. Some of these things look like brute strength, but there's some pretty technical elements to them. And this is the last one, guys. Another wazari score. And she gets on top here, but it's not the best position. Ends up losing it, but quickly regains it. Watch the knee slide. I'm sure a lot of you guys missed that. Double tap on the screen, go back and have a look. Very, very slick piece of NEWAZA. Anyway guys, that's it from me. If you liked the video, hit that like button. NEWAZA videos aren't the most popular, so it does help. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.